Hey guys, it's me, Phoenix. Let's see where our energy is. I am going to pull from the. Okay, I can't think of the name of this. I think it's the Everyday Love Tarot. Let me see what name this is. Hold on. It's the Modern Love Tarot, and we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands energy is plans, travels, and new ideas. This is what this card looks like. So you are making plans. Maybe there's some type of travel or there's a new idea. Could be a good thing. That could be a good thing. It's our birthdays, and yeah, Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups, because you've walked away from things and now you're at the point to where you're flourishing. You know, the cherry blossom trees are here. She has the heart on her chest and a heart pendant, and she's happy. The Nine of Pentacles energy is success, great love, and rewards. Could be 9 years it took for you to get to this, but the Eight of Cups energy shows that you had to walk away from things that no longer served you. Even if you didn't want to, you kind of had to make a decision. You know, drink your wine and say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to move away from this situation and go from there. And so now you're making plans to actually literally move forward. That's just how I see it. You're doing it with the Page of Wands energy. You're not holding on to the past. You know, you're taking the leap like a child would, and you know, creating this imaginary world or this world out of your imagination. You know, the things that you've been dreaming about, the things that you've been wanting to do, and that is where you are right now. I just feel like, you know, the Page of Wands is like yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. So enjoy. The Seven of Wands let me know that you're doing this. You're still having hope and being victorious, but you're still being defensive with the boundaries that you set. Bottom of the deck is Five of Cups. Yeah, because you know what loss feels like. You know what it feels like to lose a person, but or to give your all to a person and not for it to be reciprocated. So you are over the bull and you're moving forward. Now, I'll go ahead and pull from the Lover's Journey because it seems like you're moving forward. And I'm not going to say by yourself, you're moving forward to new chapters, you know. And so the journey that it took for you to get to this point, there had to be some type of, and that doesn't have to be, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. It could have just happened and that would have been good. But it came with you mastering self, the yin and yang, light and dark, achieving balance, and keep on evolving. Yeah, lessons in progress, spiritual guidance. So that is the energy that I see here. You learned your lessons of loss and how it feels. And basically, you're moving forward and you're not holding on to the past. The Four of Wands energy shows its face again, and that is letting you know that the peace, happiness, and harmony still is there. You just have to believe. But it took for you to master yourself or master thyself. You know, to see the difference between the yin and yang, the light and dark, and achieving the balance, and to keep evolving in the process of you moving forward. So that is a good thing. Yeah, enemy in disguise. It could be you dealt with somebody who weren't, you know, had some type of revenge tactic, or everything isn't as it appears. But that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about how you're moving forward. Hold on one second. So moving forward, you know that, you know, in the past there was something that you couldn't, you know, you had to face head on. And even though you didn't want to, you had to realize or come to a realization that everything isn't as it seems. And so that's the lessons that are in progress now. And therefore, that's the reason why you're still going to be victorious and also defensive at the same time, because you're not going to hold on to the past because you move forward from it. But you're also going to know that these are the things when it comes to how you do things. Why you do them the way you do them, and that's you mastering self and not, you know, holding on uncertain. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined, so everything is uncertain when it comes to, you know, where the future holds, you know. And that's why you're not holding on to the past, you're moving forward. Crystal ball card number one says Scorpio: intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, discernment, perception, sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, ESP, past, present, future, gut reaction, and inner knowing. So you just are going to, use your intuition. And when it comes to moving forward, because you're a pioneer, and then the phoenix shows his face, you're a pioneer, boldness, destined or bust, the cutting edge, long journey, trailblazing, true grit, challenge, navigating, uncharted territory, resourceful team, got your six. Remember, we learned that means got your back, unflappable courage. And so you are courageous during this time because, of course, we are rising like the phoenix, transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new era, alchemy, transmutation, sorry, ascension. The end is just the beginning. And so we already know that yesterday is a history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. So enjoy. You are the pioneer. You are the phoenix. You are going to keep evolving even when you feel like you had to move forward from a person because something wasn't as it seemed, And so that's kind of how I see that energy. Yeah, I just feel like we have to look at things in a different light when it comes to how we evolve and the things that, the lessons. And that's the reason why there's always uncertainty when it comes to us stepping out and, not knowing where the enemy in disguise is. But the Knight of Swords energy comes out. It says, be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, and go after it in a single minded determination. With the Queen of Swords, when it comes to your rewards, your happiness, the Queen of Swords energy is, letting you know to be tough, be ambitious, but also, stand up for yourself. Always speak your mind, but don't take shit from anyone. In regards to your Ace of Wands, and that's when you have the courage, the desire, and being positive about any outcome. But it comes with you walking away because, yeah, you have to take a leap. Sometimes you have to take a leap, and that's how we become the phoenix. We rise from the ashes because we have to take a leap because we realize there's more options out there. And the King of Cups energy says only love, compassion, and understanding can truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. So if you're around people who don't know what love means to you, and and that keeps you stagnant. It's not no and but it keeps you stagnant when it comes to you trying to do things for your happiness, your rewards, and that comes with opportunities that are outside of those circles. The opportunities, the great love and joy. There is opportunities outside when you step out on faith, but there's also toxicity as well with the devil energy, the Page of Wands energy. Yesterday, what is it? Sorry, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. Comes with you going into hermit mode, but sometimes you're unsure if you should go into hermit mode. Again, more unsure energy with the Five of Pentacles because of the struggle. When you go into hermit mode, you know that you're going to pull away from a lot of people, and that scares you. That scares you, and that's the reason why we stay stagnant for so long. And it takes for us losing a person for them to actually really do something for us to walk away. Like, not saying that they don't, but really get into our bag of, realizing that, we're assets, not liabilities. And until then, we hesitate going into hermit mode because we know that we're going to be reborn into the phoenix and nothing is going to be able to stop us. But when we have to look at the Five of Pentacles energy, which is fear of losing a person, place, thing, or a situation, again comes out at the bottom of the deck when we realize that with the Five of Pentacles that it could cause us poverty, more poverty than before, because sometimes, people say two heads are better than one. But when it comes to being in a relationship, sometimes finances, money isn't everything when it comes to how somebody can control you or how somebody can make you feel less than. So, it's just like taking a job that you're going to be there for 80 hours a week. If you're going to be there 80 hours a week and be miserable, why don't you go to a job where you won't be miserable, where you could spend 40 hours a week at, and enjoy yourself, meet people that are happy to be there and to be able to go home, and not people that have to stay at work. They're obligated to be there in that instance. So therefore, when it comes to the hardship of making a decision to move forward, and not hold on to the past, that's when you keep evolving because you realize that you're a pioneer and the phoenix is there. And even though it's uncertain, use your intuition with the crystal ball and master yourself, because again, when you're defensive, and you can't see anything but, putting up those walls, those are not healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are set in stone with you actually doing things that are beneficial to you, but also so that you won't keep going back and forth with the things that have happened before, so revisiting the past. So that's why you're moving forward. You're letting go of the past energy, but at one point you were hesitant with the Five of Pentacles because of the crisis and the chaos that it could cause, and also knowing that if you go into hermit mode, you're going to have to let a lot of people go, and that's hurtful for us because again, we have to grow. I'm going to clarify this because it needs clarity. You have to realize that sometimes, walking away. And let me just tell you the death energy and also the tower moments. Death energy says embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end, it's a transformation that brings new beginnings, and that's how you have to look at the phoenix. You have to be reborn. Look, more unsure energy. So somebody out there is unsure how to move forward. But sometimes it's just those leaps that you got to take with the full energy to do it. Yeah. See, you don't know how to grow or where to start when it comes to the sun energy being unsure. You don't know how to start that growth process. But sometimes it's just like when you go into hermit mode, the hermit energy is in the upright is wisdom, independence, and awareness. You have to be aware of the situation. That's why the hermit says retreating from distraction to determine your own truth. And then in the reverse is isolation, resignation, and distance yourself. So sometimes you have to resign from those jobs, even though you don't know what it's going to cost. Sometimes you have to distance yourself from the people and isolate yourself from the people, even if that means if you're in the same household as a person, go and stay in another room if you can, if you have the ability to do that, or sit outside until it's time for you to come in and go to sleep. If you don't have enough room to go into another room, those things of mentally blocking this negative energy is what you have to do sometimes. And we don't know where the opportunity comes in at the page of the page of cups energy. We don't know where the opportunity or the invitation comes in at. And sometimes in the reverse is relationship problems, oversensitivity, and misunderstandings. So sometimes you have to silence yourself and realize that it's not always you. Sometimes it's the people that you're around. And sometimes they bring out the worst in you because they make you feel less than. And so sometimes you have to realize that those are the cycles of life. The wheel of fortune in the upright is karma, it's unpredictability and fate. But again, with karma, we're going to leave those to the people upstairs, the big people that we don't know when this will happen. We don't care about this karma happening. But in the reverse, you start to look at things in a negative phase or feeling like you have bad luck or lack of control. When you do, you have to control your mental first before you can control anything else with anybody else. You have to control your mental, therefore control your physical. And sometimes that's taking a leap and walking away because see, here's the problem. When we get into the energy of being unsure, we don't see the beauty in ourselves. We don't see the way we're able to grow and rise from the ashes. We don't see that. In the reverse, we seem like we're being selfish because we're removing our energy, and we feel like either it's an impatient energy, like we're rushing somebody to do something, and we feel like overwhelmed. But when we have to ask somebody for something and we feel like they don't want to do it, or we feel like we're rushing them or making them do something for our benefit or for and we always take time out and do everything and anything that somebody else asks. Well, that's when we start to get into that situation to where we learn that we have to remove our energy. And so with the world energy is completion. This is you arriving and in life and being spontaneous. Again, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment. Or if you were in my Drake energy, the Knight of Wands energy, you only live once, right? But you're not in that situation. You're unsure about it, where you feel like there's some type of emptiness, or that there's going to be a lack of closure or incompletion when you decide to walk away, because you're just going to, cut off everybody when you go into hermit mode. This card flew all the way behind me. Hold on. is the Seven of Pentacles when you plant your seed. The Seven of Pentacles is 7 years it takes for you to get to a situation to where you either have joy, you've been patient long enough, and you're seeing positive results. But it first comes with you planting a seed. And the Seven of Wands energy being here is you realizing that there is hope and you can be victorious, but you have to be defensive in this process of you growing. You have to be defensive. You have to cut off a lot of things. You have to be able to see what it is that you're looking for in the future, but always live in the present moment. And so that's where you're going to start evolving. Seven of Wands energy, I'm clarifying. That's where you're going to have to start evolving when it comes to, yeah, see, this is the hard part about it because the strength is here. You're going to have to start evolving and being defensive when you feel weak. Remember, strength isn't always physical. Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. So, the strength card being in reverse is letting you know that, you know, your pride and the struggle and the weakness that you feel when it comes to you being defensive is because you have to move forward. I'm going to clarify the strength in reverse because you have to be able to move forward when you feel like, you know, their struggle when it comes to making decisions. Again, the Seven of Wands clarifying the Seven of Wands, but it comes with you having a realization, the Judgment energy, you having a realization that you are the Queen of Cups. You know, even though you have to set boundaries and be defensive and say, you know what, look, stop, stop, because you don't bring me joy. Anita Baker, you bring me joy. You don't bring me joy. You know, you don't bring me joy. You don't bring me stability. You don't bring me support. You don't bring me anything. Everything in this relationship or situationship I brought to the table and I'm tired of it. So stop. Stop. And that is when you start to feel, when you sit there and you go into hermit mode and you start to feel like, oh, wait a minute, I'm struggling setting these boundaries, but I know that it all goes in good deal with good detail, good reasoning. There's good reasoning behind it because the Queen of Cups energy says be someone who makes everyone feel important. Look them through their eyes, make them feel understood. But when it comes to the Page of Swords, you have clarity on why you can't do this anymore. The Page of Swords is clear. The Page of Swords is clear mind, new experiences, and adventure. So you're going out to pioneer and to become the phoenix and evolve on a new adventure because you're uncertain of what these relationships and situationships will bring to you. And so in that process, even though you don't know the moon energy, even though you don't know, it's still okay to be defensive and to always have hope and be victorious at the end of the day, no matter what, or know that you're going to be victorious at the end of the day. But it costs for you to walk away. Again, it just reiterates the same energy. You have to walk away. You have to walk away from the things and trust in yourself. The Two of Swords energy is indecision, solutions in difficult situations. You have to walk away with confidence. Queen of Wands energy. Confidence shines from the inside when you love yourself, own your flaws, rocking without caring what others think. And it goes back to the Page of Wands energy. You have to know with the Page of Wands energy, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy. So you have to be able to go on this adventure. Again, this take a chance and for growth because you are doubting the possibilities of doing and moving forward for yourself, and that is why it reiterates the same thing. So you have to realize that you're the pioneer, but you have to be defensive, still have hope, and be victorious at the end and rise from the ashes like the phoenix. And it takes from you to separate the Five of Cups energy. The Five of Cups energy is having the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness, you know, and that is what it is. The Five of Cups is like, you know, what's causing you sadness. It's because in the reverse, if this came out sideways, in the reverse, it's acceptance and finding peace and separation. You haven't found peace in that situation, and that's because you are so busy holding on to why you have to do this. You have to do this and move forward because you have to keep evolving. You're the pioneer. You're the phoenix. You are the one, even throughout all the uncertainty, you have to make the decisions and stop overthinking the situation. the Eight of Swords energy. You have to stop overthinking the situation in order to have clarity. So, you know, the eclipse is here. I didn't read this, but you know what the enemy in disguise is, you know, and so it says union of opposites, conceal, event, mask, upstage, merge, transform, camouflage, hide, overshadow, loss of power, temporary block, support, sudden darkness, and reveal. So, again, you have to have the clarity and know why you're doing this. And the moon reiterates again, comes out. So, you, even though, even through the uncertainty, you have to keep evolving and rise like the phoenix. So, maybe if I can remember to say that or to name it this, and I will, but I'm going to pull from the crystal deck. Two crystals come out, the Suglite, the Sug like karmic healing, understanding, and forgiveness. Yes. The crown chakra, third eye chakra, and heart chakra. Your crown chakra is your spirituality, your selflessness, and your wisdom. Your third eye is your intuition, perception, and understanding. And your heart chakra is your the ability to love, be harmonious, and forgive. Again, you got to realize why you're doing this. And then it says, I send love and healing energy through all of the my auroric field. So you have to understand and send healing to yourself because you know why you're doing this. You have to evolve because this energy keeps you stagnant. And that is where through the uncertainty, you rise from the ashes. So the snowflake obsidian, it says supportive, centering, and balance. This is all your chakras. Your crown chakra is your spirituality, your selflessness, and your wisdom. Your third eye is your intuition, your perception, and your understanding. Your throat chakra is your communication, your expression, and your trust. Your heart chakra is your love, harmonious energy, and your ability to forgive. Your solar plex chakra is your optimism, clarity, and your personal power. Your sacral chakra is your emotions, your intimacy, and your confidence. Your root chakra is your survival, your stability, and your grounding. With all of these different chakras, it says, I am strong and highly adaptable. So, any way it goes, you're going to adapt to the situation. You're going to keep evolving. You're going to rise from the ashes like the phoenix, and you're going to move forward and stop overthinking because you are the pioneer. So, we're going to go ahead and let this energy go. I now let go, excuse me, throat chakra. Somebody's throat chakra is blocked. That just tells you you have to speak your truth. You have to. Um, and with all adversity, you are the pioneer. You are the phoenix. You know, you got to keep evolving and you have to speak your mind. You have to say what it is. Your throat chakra is your ability to communicate and express yourself and trust in divine timing and trust in yourself. And that is where you are with this situation. If you cannot trust in this situation, then you are going to sit there and keep being walked over like asphalt and be unsure of what it is. And it's the truth. And it hurts. And sometimes we have to just pack up and use our intuition and walk away. So now, again, I will let this energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, addictions. And remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.